One of the most profound examples of that, I would say, would be like Ilovemakonnen'S Tuesday. When he was with OVO and they had their falling out, we witnessed Tuesday's numbers like go from extremely large amounts of streams to literally just like 5% of those stream numbers overnight, and it was after a falling out.
Yeah.
In my communication with different representatives from different DSPs, I've come to the conclusion that on the back of these DSP providers, there is a red light, green light, and yellow light scenario. I don't know who exactly has access to this back end. If you start seeing who's been purchasing pieces of these companies on a consistent basis, you'll notice that there's a consistency that it's these labels, it's Chinese companies like Tencent and everything like that that are coming in and buying.
Okay.
But there's a back end there, bro, and that back end is a trip. There's a trip because I had a phone meeting with undisclosed A&R at a major label, and I kind of approached him with the other thing. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on? Because like this doesn't make any sense at this point. He just told me, he's like, yeah, I understand. Like, if you want to be a major artist, you're gonna have to play in our systems.
Right.
You're gonna have to play along. You're gonna have to sign these deals, and you're gonna have to be consistent with it. And I was like, I'm like, what do you mean by being major? And he's like, well, if you want access to our playlist, if you want access to our shit, you're gonna have to be under deals right now. It's pretty crazy what's happened in the last couple of years in terms of recording contracts. Previously, we had a very good system. Most of the deals were like 80-20, 70-30, where the case may be. If they went to 50-50, it came with a lot of money up front and artist development abilities. At this point, most of the major labels have taken the stance that they want a 90-10 split on these deals. So the 90% goes to them. That's not to say that the artist is only going to end up with 10%. The artist needs to be smart enough to understand that the rest of these percentages are going to go to the songwriters, they're going to go to the mixers. And what was happening was most hip-hop major managers were buying out beats, so then they owned all the rights to that. They were paying for the mixing and mastering themselves cash, so then they got the points for that. So that it just became this thing where and this is what a lot of times too, is they would pay people out, not get any paperwork, and the label's trying to clear everything, and it's already out, they're making money off it every year, and suddenly a lawsuit comes in, and there's no paperwork. So if I don't have any paperwork, I didn't pay anything, even if you have a check. Any money that's given without an actual proper paperwork for that kind of stuff, in reality, the court of law is just a gift. And a lot of people have played smart on that end. There's been a lot of people that have been able to take advantage of music industry contracts at this point by just playing stupid. It's almost like it's beneficial for you to be a fucking asshole at this point than it is to be a good businessman. Those days are done. But yeah, fun times to say the least.
Yeah, man.
I love this industry. I love everything about it.